Hello guys, what's up? I'm Engineer AK, and today we are going to start the exercise problem of chapter 1, Introduction to Statics. And let's get started. So here it's the first numerical problem, and what it said that determine the angle made by the vector. So we are given a vector that has a unit vector in x direction 40i minus 30j, and this 30j is the unit vector in y direction. With the positive x and y axis, right, we have to find the angle that is made with positive or positive y axis, right, the unit vector, right. We have to then find the unit vector and the direction of v, right. We have to find the direction and the unit vector. So here we are just given the value 40i minus 30j, and what we need to find, that we have to first find the unit vector, right, and then we have to find the direction or theta angle it is making with the positive x-axis. So let's get started. So here we can see that the unit vector has a formula vector by its magnitude, and here I have also written here that vector, it's a unit vector, so vector divided by the magnitude of vector, right. That's a formula for finding the unit vector. So what we have to do that so for unit vector in x direction, right, that is represented with I. So vector, so here it is written, it is the 40i, right, plus 40 divided by what we have divided by the magnitude. So how we can take the magnitude? We take under the root. I have written here the value 1/2, but we can also, instead of that, you can also take under root, and then we take the square, right, the magnitude of the vector in the x direction square, then plus the square of the magnitude of a unit vector in y direction, right. So let's put the values in calculator. So what is written over here? 40 divided by 40 divided by under the root and 40 square, right, plus minus, right, it is mentioned here, it is minus 30, right. So we will plug in minus 30, so minus 30 whole square. So here we go, and we get 0.8, right. So I will write here at 0.8 I, right. We have find that for unit vector in x direction, right. So and we will write I here. Now similarly for the unit vector in y direction, we have the same formula, vector by its magnitude. So for unit vector in y direction, so now vector by its magnitude, now we want to find the unit vector in the y direction. So here I will plug in the y value, that is minus 30. Yes, that is minus 30. Hold on, it's not just 30, it's minus 30, right. Or let me mention here, so it's minus 30, right. So minus 30 divided by 40 square plus 30 square under the root, so we will get the unit vector in the y direction. So let's plug in the value in the calculator. So minus 30 divided by under the root 40 square plus minus 30 square, and here we go. So we have minus 0.6 minus 0.6, and it's in y direction, so we represent it by j. Right, now we have find it. So we were asked to find the unit vector, right? So if I write it combinedly, so I can write it v equal to 0.8 I minus 0.6 j, right? So that's the first value. Now then what we were asked that direction of that vector. Now we have to find the direction. So we know that tan theta is equal to perpendicular divided by base, right? If for example if I write here, if I draw here a simple, so let's suppose if I am drawing something like that, so it is my y-axis, it is right, and it is my x-axis, right? So tan theta is equal to y by x, and if I bring the y to this side, the tan to this side, so it becomes tan inverse. Now we have also find here it's the value for the x and in the y direction. So let's plug in the values. So in y we are having a value 0.6, and for the x we have 0.8. let's plug in the value. So tan inverse minus 0.6 divided by 0.8 equals, so I get minus 36.86 minus 36.86 minus 36.86, right? And it's degree, right? So that's the angle, but it is with negative x-axis, not positive x-axis. Like if I draw it here, or if I if I mention in this diagram, right? So here it is a positive y-axis, and this is the negative y-axis, and this is the negative x-axis, and this is my positive x-axis. So here we can see that how we get this angle, that here the value of x is positive and the value of y is negative, right? X is positive and the y is minus 30. So here x, let's suppose if I take this is x is 40, right? And the y here was minus 30, right? And if I meet them, if I move like here, and if I move like here, right? So this is so that how we can say that so so this the 36.86 is this angle, right? So this angle is in counterclockwise direction, clockwise direction, right? So we take clockwise direction as negative, right? So if I want to find the in counterclockwise direction like this, right? Let me draw till here, right? This. So what will I do? That I will subtract this from 360 and plus, or I will say minus 36.86. so here we go. So I get 23.4 23.14. So I can also write here um, equals to second it 0.14 degree, right? So that's the answer. So thanks for watching and see you in next video.